Tune into MTFB Radio this Christmas season for the radio drama Ghost Flights of Christmas. It's available on demand on Spraker.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, Castbox, Deezer, and Podcast Addicts. Just search MTFB Radio.
Everyone, Luke Flywalker here with episode 3 of our new series, Airport to Airport. Here is a brief recap of episode 2. We started off at SL's oldest airport, Casanojan, and Kat Hunter flew me to Rivers Bend in her Hunter X-Stall. She left me here to start working on episode 3. It's a nice quiet place, and I got a lot of work done while sitting here. So now, when Kat returns, we're going to fly over to another historic airport, Abbotts. Abbotts is SL's second oldest airport and the oldest active airfield on the grid. While we're waiting on Kat, let's ask Bob the flight computer to give us some historical background on our destination. Bob, access SL Aviation Wiki and bring up Abbotts Airport database.
Abbotts Airport, formerly Abbotts Aerodrome, ICAO code, SLAZ, is a historic public airport in the Abbotts region of Second Life's oldest continent, Sansara. Since being sold by founder QB Terra in 2011, the airport has had several owners, including the late Blacktip Razor. It is presently owned by Sophia Sharkfin aka Sophie Sharkfin, who is a member of the Second Life Coast Guard. It is home to Second Life Coast Guard Station Abbotts Field. Abbotts Aerodrome was founded in January 2004 by Abbott Silverman and QB Terra. Their second attempt at building an airport, the first being Zoe Airfield in late 2003, the original concept behind the aerodrome was a multi-level, Art Deco, futuristic airport which floated over the ruins of an abandoned airfield. To complete the effect, there was a dilapidated hangar, tower, and a couple of wrecked biplanes. The build originally consisted of separate plots of land consisting of about 24,000 square meters. Over the years that followed, the aerodrome expanded to occupy most of the available land in the Abbotts region. Automated flights left the aerodrome runway several times per hour and flew on regular routes all over the mainland, the current continent of Sansara. The AI planes used on the route consisted of a light civilian monoplane, AL-18 Lodestar, and a Boeing 737. After briefly stepping down from management of the aerodrome in September 2005, QB Terra began a series of design revisions in March of 2006. Resulting in the complete destruction and rebuilding of Abbotts Aerodrome, the new build consisted of several compact buildings that clung to the hillside. In October of 2006, several months after being redesigned as hillside terraces, the aerodrome went through another major construction phase. The runway from the March 2006 rebuild was left in place, however individual shops, offices, terrabucks, and the ground-level terminal were eliminated in favor of a gigantic tower design with multiple floors. On August 2, 2011, QB Terra announced that Abbotts Aerodrome was closing on September 1, 2011. The sim was briefly purchased by Cheshire Pontchartrain of Novatech on August 29, 2011. After passing through several owners in quick succession, Abbotts was purchased by Blacktip Razor. Attempting to restore Abbotts to its former glory after several years of neglect, a major redevelopment followed, prompted in part by the decision to return many of the old buildings which had become uncontrollable due to the number of previous owners.
Hey, thanks, Bob. I have some more information to share with you in the form of a couple of interviews I did with Blacktip Razor on SL Aviation magazine, but that will have to wait until we arrive at Abbotts. I hear Kat coming in now, so let's get out and prepare for takeoff. Hey, great flight, Cat. Wow, you handled that plane like you built it. I guess you did build it, didn't you? Now I'd like to complete our historical study of Abbotts by playing a couple of video clips for you from SL Aviation Magazine, Issue 2 and Issue 5. I would like to encourage you to watch both videos in their entirety when you have time. I think they're well worth your time, and you'll learn a lot about a historic airport here in Second Life.
We arrived safely at our destination for Leg 1, Abbotts Airport. Interesting story here about Abbotts. Of course, you know it's been sold several times in the last year and just recently purchased by Blacktip Razor. And he threw down a runway for us so we could do this grid flight and make him one of the destinations. And also he came down to the runway and I got an impromptu interview with him. So very interesting. I know a lot of you are wondering about Abbotts and what's happened with it and what's going to happen. So here's the inside scoop.
We're actually when I bought this the other day, you know, the old terminal and all that stuff, I couldn't get control of the objects, and I had to return them. They were owned by like 3 people because QB had sold it, and he'd sold it several times. So I mean, I couldn't find it, and I knew, you know, seriously, for all you guys that can hear me and everything, I knew it'd piss off a lot of people. You know, because I mean, I want it to be an airfield again, and I want it to be Abbotts. So we haven't decided exactly how we're gonna do it yet, but we're gonna, and excuse my language, but we're gonna try and make it so that it's kind of a memorial to SL Aviation, and especially to QB and to Abbotts, and for all the people that loved it out here. And you know, I'm not QB. You know, I wish I was.
Right.
But I'm not, and I can't do that. And if I could catch QB again, I'd ask him if I could get some of those objects back out here, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, well, it's cool that you're doing this anyway. Anything
well, we want to save it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Luke? I'm asking everybody in the aviation community to help me out with this. You know, whatever they want to do, whatever they want to contribute. This is kind of like a deal. If you got ideas, just, you know, talk to me about it and stuff. Yeah. Whatever. And because I really do want, I don't have, for this place, I want to keep Abbotts out here. I own other rental properties on Sansera, which is the original continent for SL out here. Lizzie, my wife, who's over there, she's working on some stuff. We've got some properties out here and everything, and we've always liked it out here. But I really want to keep Abbotts going, and I want to make it somehow so, because taking it away and everything, you know, there's so many people that have loved Abbotts and loved QB that this is a tough one.
Well, you know? That's really what helped me get my start in aviation here, and I know a lot of other people say the same thing. So.
Exactly.
He's kind of the father of SL Aviation, you know.
He was. He really was.
Hello everyone, I'm Luke Flywalker, and this is SL Aviation Magazine, Issue 5. Today we're starting off at Abbotts Airport, where we'll check in with Blacktip Razor and Sam Portocarrero. Okay, I'm back at Abbotts again, one more time for a checkup here with Blacktip on the progress of the reconstruction. I'm here with Sam and Blacktip. So how you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just watching Sam because I got to keep the whip to him.
Okay, yeah.
Fine.
Well, good. Well, this place is looking pretty awesome. Blacktip, you want to tell us what's going on here?
Well, yeah, I will. Like I've said several times, that after I bought it, I was, before I bought it, I was a little bit unhappy, and I'm not blaming the past owner, but like so many people, I really kind of wanted to see Abbotts become a full-fledged airfield.
So, what's the goal here?
The ultimate goal is just to bring back an airport that's usable, that's, embodies a little bit of what QB did, but not recreate what he did. We don't want to copy him, so that's why we're not putting up the aerodrome the way it used to be. But we want to make something that everybody can use that will, be, I won't say a landmark, because that's a bit egotistical, but be something that can stand the test of time for as long as we own it. And hopefully will be enjoyable for everybody to use.
What's the schedule here? When do you think you'll have it done?
At the moment, that's a really good question. At the moment, phase 1, which is getting everything built in native prim. Hopefully I can get that done in the next week or so, next week or two, I'll put it that way. And after that, since I'm new to mesh, I'm going to try to redo everything in mesh, but I want an airport here before I do that. So more or less I'm going to replace everything in native prim with mesh, which will lower prim counts and up the quality a bit. That I don't have an ETA for yet because I'm still learning mesh. But I want something here before I dive into that.
There you have it. Abbotts under construction and about to open back up as one of the premier aviation sims in Second Life. We'll keep in touch with Blacktip and Sam and hopefully do a show from there when they have their grand opening.
Sadly, we lost Blacktip on April 14th of 2016, but not before he made a huge contribution to the legacy of Abbotts Airport and to SL Aviation as a whole. We are deeply grateful for his foresight and determination to preserve an SL landmark. We are grateful to Sam Porter-Carrero for his building skills and artistic talent that has preserved the spirit of Abbotts Airfield. Well, that's it for this episode. I have 2 very special locations to visit in episode 4. I'll be taking off from Abbotts to parts yet undisclosed. You'll see it here on SL Aviation Network. Until next time, happy flying.